Tiffany, thank you. And our live team coverage of today's flooding continues now with Andy Fox.
Andy, you've been all over Portsmouth and talked to a business owner who got swamped this morning by all the water there. So how are things looking now?
Well, this is High Street now. Yesterday it was flooded. Most of these businesses have some type of water damage. This is Starstruck Styles. Over here you can see all the towels they used to sop up all the water that came in. And inside here is Ami Creekmore. Hello, Ami. Can we come on in here? Nice to see you, Ami, and thank you. We're glad you're okay.
All right. Thank
Tell me
you.
about what you went through yesterday.
Yesterday was probably the worst flooding that I've seen thus far. I've been a business owner here in Old Town for almost 3 years. It'll be in February. This is the third flooding that attracted attention of the news. Yesterday, I came down and the water was right below my kneecap. And it was pretty bad.
And we're looking at video. We're going to be looking at video here of water going into one of your neighbor's businesses.
Exactly.
You see the water coming up to the door, and then it comes up to the door, and then all of a sudden it comes in. Tell me about that.
Exactly. Well, I got a call from my neighbor, the 619 Canteen, the owner there, and he told me that we were taking on water. By the time I got to the location, the water was probably about a foot up towards
it was coming in.
It was coming in.
And what type of damage did it do in here? It was just rolling in?
Yeah, it was just pouring in. Damages along the wall, the panel and everything.
Oh, I can see it over there.
Yes,
Some of the over here, coming back here live, you can see where it's kind of ripped away the paint right over in here. It's gotten under there.
Of course, right now I don't know as far as my equipment and everything. It seems to be okay, but for the most part, just having to disinfect and sterilize everything.
And this happened 3 times.
This is the third time that this has happened.
What do you think? I mean,
it's
you're frustrated by that.
It's frustrating. It's very discouraging. Being the type of business that I'm in. I had a full day planned today, and I had to cancel all my appointments to clean up this mess. So,
Ami Creekmore, thank you very much. We appreciate your sharing your story with
you.
us. Coming up tonight on Wavy News 10, 5, 5:30, and 6, I'll take you around Portsmouth and show you what everyone here has been dealing with yesterday, and then, of course, the big cleanup today. In Portsmouth, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
We have team coverage of the rebuilding across Hampton roads after yesterday's flooding.
10 on your sides, Andy Fox in Portsmouth. How's it looking out there, Andy?
Yeah, Tom, I'm waiting for the why from Don Slater. I'll tell you that. Yesterday, a lot different than it is today. A lot of remnants, though, of what happened yesterday. Bags here to stop flooding waters going in the doors. And then over there, you can see sandbags over there as well. It was a tough day yesterday and a tough morning, too. Here it is, wrapped up into one shot. Kids wading through flooding waters that kept them out of school, and flooding waters that left cars dead in the street. Ricky Brown says he had to pay these people to push them out of the middle of the street.
When another car slowed down and slowed up, and the water was over my top of my door.
When they slowed down, what in the world was going through your mind?
Drowning, because I can't swim. And I had to get out and swim over here to the side.
Kim Gridley had to walk to get her child milk.
And it's nasty. They need to do something about this sewage system out here. And people need to stop driving through it. They're just making it worse.
This family stayed off the flooded streets, yelled to us from above.
It's crazy. I had to take off work. It's terrible. You don't like it, huh? No. We're missing work.
Over at Rocket Bike Marketing, fans drying out what got wet yesterday.
We were halfway through the day and got that flood advisory text and look outside, and the water was already up to the curb, and feels like half an hour later it was splashing up against our front door.
Opened just 2 weeks ago. Yesterday, flooded.
A bunch of nice, modular carpet I just, installed since we moved in 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's a nice housewarming gift from Mother Nature.
Yeah, bad trip from Mother Nature there. At 4, we took you in this business. At 5:30, we're going to take you into the business down there. Both of them got flooded. And then at 6 o'clock, Portsmouth, the city of Portsmouth, learning a really tough lesson. If you are going to have flooding conditions in your city, you may not want to have plastic water meter covers. Yes, that has become a big problem, and I'm going to show you that problem tonight at 6. In Portsmouth, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
But we're going to start things off with Andy Fox and the latest in Portsmouth. Andy?
Yeah, this is High Street right here, and all of these businesses were somehow affected by these flooding waters yesterday. And you can see some of the remnants right over here. The yellow bags, those are put in front of the doors to make sure the water doesn't come in. But the water came in almost all of these businesses up and down High Street. The morning rush hour brought Navy personnel from Norfolk Naval Shipyard and a carrier to direct traffic. You could see two guys down there doing the same. Ricky Brown lost his car in the flood. He's got a lot of concerns today.
Hoping my insurance to cover it. I don't know yet. If not, I got to pay for it out of my pocket.
Portsmouth recently switched to plastic water meter covers from iron ones. Guess what? Plastic floats in flooding waters. Lots of covers floating away. Roosevelt Armstrong demonstrates the problem.
My foot is in the meter hole, and this is ground level. So every time it rains, look, watch this. See what I'm saying? And that's the cover, look.
The covers have transmitters attached, making it easier to read the meters still in the ground that calculate the water usage. We confronted a public works guy driving through the neighborhood. How are you going to be able to get all the meters into the right hole? How are you going to do it? He didn't want to talk, but here's the bottom line. Those are transmitters on the bottom of the lids, and they go to the satellite up here, and they let the city know how much water is going through the meter so they don't have to get out of the car to figure it out. Now that those lids are gone, they have to find the right lids and put them on the right holes. Over in Norfolk, Azalea Gardens Middle School started late and ended early. Parents like Noreen Williams not happy.
I had to take my kids with me to work and then come over here to the school now trying to find out if they have homework and what's going on, running to the other school because both the kids go to different schools.
It affected me. I was supposed to be to work for 8 o'clock and couldn't get there till 10. And then now they're releasing them at 1:20 and I had to leave work again early to do that. So I think that's a little bit ridiculous. It's not even raining.
Struck Styles, this is a me real quick. We're out of time.
Yeah, sure.
How many times has this happened?
Third time in the past 6 months.
How frustrating.
Very frustrating.
So she's like a lot of the other business owners down here on High Street, really frustrating. You don't want any more flooding, do you?
No more flooding.
All right,
it
Amy.
causes a lot of loss. So.
Good luck.
Thank
okay.
you so
That's
much.
the latest here from High Street. In Portsmouth, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.